Life will teach you lessons long before it gives you the wisdom to understand them. One of the hardest lessons you will ever face is realizing that not everyone who claps for you is happy for you. Not everyone who smiles at you has love in their heart. Not everyone who walks with you is walking for you. Some people move close only to study your steps, not to support your journey. They come with soft words, but heavy intentions. They come with friendly faces, but hidden motives. And if you're not careful, you'll hand your heart to someone who only came to break it. Life is full of people who pretend to care because it benefits them. People who want access to your light but offer no warmth in return. People who stay as long as you're useful but disappear the moment you need them. You will meet those who borrow your strength but never replenish it, who take your kindness as weakness, who mistake your loyalty for permission to use you. And if you don't develop discernment, you'll mistake their presence for partnership. You must learn to listen beyond words, pay attention to patterns, not promises. Anyone can tell you they love you, but time will reveal truth. Anyone can play the role of a friend, but only pressure will expose character. It's not betrayal that hurts the most, it's the shock of realizing you trusted someone who never deserved to be trusted in the first place. But hear this clearly, betrayal is not a sign that you are weak. It is a sign that you have a pure heart in a world that does not always know how to value purity. Don't let the fakeness around you turn you cold. Don't let the wrong people make you regret having a good heart. Just because you stop trusting everyone doesn't mean you have to stop loving. It simply means you must elevate your standards. Set boundaries so strong that people with bad intentions can't cross them. Trust actions, not affection. Trust consistency, not charm. Trust silence, not speeches. The right people reveal themselves by what they do when nothing benefits them. And understand this. Life will separate you from people who are only attached to the version of you that served their interests. Don't fight that separation. Don't chase after people who were never meant to stay. Detachment is not loneliness, it is alignment. When fake people walk away, clarity walks in. Peace walks in. Strength walks in. Growth walks in. You don't lose anything real when someone fake leaves your life. You were not created to rely on people who don't know your value. You were not designed to depend on inconsistent hearts. Stand firm. Stand confident. Stand knowing that you can walk alone and still not be lonely, because solitude is not the absence of people, it is the presence of purpose. And purpose will carry you further than any fake friend ever will. So guard your heart, guard your energy, guard your dreams. Let people show you who they are before you trust who they pretend to be. When someone's words and actions disagree, believe the actions. When someone drains you more than they inspire you, walk away. When someone only shows up for the celebration but disappears during the struggle, recognize that they were a convenience, not a companion. Life will expose the fake so the real can find you. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every painful revelation is shaping you into someone wiser, sharper, stronger. Don't trust anyone blindly. Don't give your loyalty cheaply. You deserve connections that are genuine, support that is consistent, love that is honest, and relationships that are rooted in truth, not convenience. Life has a way of revealing truth through experiences that are often uncomfortable, unexpected, and sometimes painful. One of the earliest lessons you are forced to confront is that not everyone around you carries the same heart, the same intentions, or the same purity you hold within yourself. There are people who walk into your life wearing masks crafted so beautifully that you mistake them for sincerity. Their words sound comforting, their presence feels supportive, and their gestures appear genuine, but beneath the surface, there is a motive that has nothing to do with your well-being. In a world filled with hidden agendas and quiet envy, you must learn that trust is not something to be handed out freely to anyone who simply shows you attention. It is something earned through proven actions, consistency, and authenticity over time. There are individuals who attach themselves to your journey not because they care about your growth, but because they want to benefit from the light you carry. They study your heart, your dreams, your vulnerabilities, not to protect them, but to find ways to use them. They play the role of a friend until your success threatens their comfort. They stand beside you until your elevation reminds them of their stagnation. And when life begins to bless you, when doors start opening, when opportunities start forming, these same people who once clapped for you start clapping against you. They may smile in your face, but the weight of their silence, their distance, and their subtle criticisms reveals what their words never will. It is dangerous to assume that everyone around you is for you. Some individuals only applaud because the crowd is watching. Some only support because it makes them look loyal. Some only stay because they haven't taken everything they came for yet. You must train your spirit to see beyond charm and charisma. Charm can disguise deception. Charisma can cover manipulation. People can look whole on the outside while carrying broken, toxic intentions on the inside. Life becomes clearer when you stop listening solely to what people say and start paying attention to how they behave when no one is watching. Fake people reveal themselves through inconsistency, through selective loyalty, through the way they vanish when you need them most. They show up eagerly when life is smooth, but disappear the moment the waters get rough. They celebrate your weaknesses, but become strangely quiet about your strengths. They magnify your flaws, but whisper about your victories. And if you are not careful, you will confuse their temporary presence for permanent support. This world requires discernment. You must learn to guard your spirit and protect your inner circle. Everyone deserves kindness, but not everyone deserves access. Everyone deserves respect, but not everyone deserves trust. Trust is sacred. Trust is weighty. Trust is vulnerable. To place trust in the wrong hands is to give someone the power to wound you from the inside. And while betrayal hurts, it also teaches. It teaches you how to read people better. It teaches you to listen to your instincts. It teaches you to stop overlooking red flags just because you want to believe in the goodness of someone who has not earned that belief. There comes a point in life where you begin to understand that your peace is too precious to be gambled with, and your heart is too valuable to be handed to people who have not proven they can protect it. When you live long enough, you start noticing patterns you once ignored, intentions you once excused, and behaviors you once justified because you wanted to believe the best in people. But the truth is, not everyone deserves the benefit of your doubt. Not everyone deserves the softness of your heart or the intimacy of your trust. Some people come into your life carrying sweet words but bitter motives, temporary loyalty wrapped in long-term deception, and affection that only lasts as long as it benefits them. You begin to realize that people can speak love while carrying envy, offer help while harboring hidden agendas, and walk with you while secretly hoping you never reach your destination. There are individuals who study your strengths so they can imitate them and study your weaknesses so they can use them. They stay close enough to know what you are dreaming about but distant enough to avoid supporting you when those dreams require real sacrifice. They want the warmth of your presence without offering the same warmth in return. They want your honesty without giving you their truth. They want the doors you open, but never want to help you build anything. These are the people who smile when you're struggling but grow silent when you're succeeding. They may not harm you with obvious actions, but their indifference, their inconsistency, and their quiet jealousy speak louder than anything they could ever say out loud. Life teaches you to pay attention to how people treat you when you have nothing to offer, when you are no longer convenient, or when you are going through a difficult season. Those moments reveal true character. A real heart won't disappear at the first sign of inconvenience. A real friend won't distance themselves the moment your life becomes complicated, but fake people will. They may not announce their departure. They simply start withdrawing piece by piece. They grow colder in conversation, shorter in responses, slower in supporting you, and quicker to judge you. What used to be loyalty becomes competition. What used to be encouragement becomes resentment, and what used to be closeness becomes a slow and quiet emotional abandonment. There is strength in recognizing this early. You learn to stop fighting for people who don't fight for you. You stop offering explanations to people who are committed to misunderstanding. You stop giving your best to people who only give you their minimum. Peace enters your life when you stop expecting consistency from the inconsistent and honesty from the insincere. You begin to value the rare souls who show up not because they want something from you, but because they genuinely care for you. Their actions speak kindness without needing attention. Their loyalty does not shift with the seasons of your life. Their support is not dependent on your success. Those are the people who deserve your trust, your openness, and your presence. Every encounter shapes you. Every disappointment sharpens you. Every betrayal opens your eyes a little wider. You learn to trust actions more than apologies. You learn to trust patterns more than promises. You learn to trust your instincts more than the flattering words of people who have not proven their integrity. Your life becomes more peaceful when you accept that you cannot change a person who is committed to pretending. You cannot make someone loyal when loyalty is not in their nature. You cannot force sincerity from a heart that thrives on convenience. And when you start honoring these truths, you stop needing to fix people and start choosing to protect yourself instead. The world becomes clearer when you understand that trust is not something you withhold out of fear, but something you give out of wisdom. There comes a season in your life when you begin to realize that your growth will offend people who have chosen to remain the same. As you rise, as you mature, as you evolve, you start noticing the truth about the people around you. Some were never celebrating you, they were tolerating you. Some were never supporting you, they were studying you. Some were never clapping for you, they were waiting to see if you would fail. And sometimes it takes distance, silence, and elevation to expose the hearts that were hiding behind polite words and familiar faces. The more you grow, the more you will outgrow people who were only comfortable when you were playing small. Life has a way of showing you who is genuine when you step into a new level of responsibility, purpose, or identity. The higher you go, the thinner the air becomes, and the fewer people can breathe where you're going. Not because they are bad people, but because your calling demands environments where pretenders cannot survive. You will notice that some people enjoyed your struggles because it made them feel needed. Some enjoyed your pain because it made them feel superior. Some enjoyed your confusion because it gave them control. But when clarity comes, when growth comes, when strength is established in you, the ones who were feeding off your uncertainty begin to distance themselves, not because you changed for the worse, but because you changed in ways that no longer benefit them. There are individuals who thrive on keeping you in cycles of doubt. They want you dependent, hesitant, unsure of yourself. They want your confidence to remain fragile, your vision to remain blurry, and your spirit to remain tired. These people do not attack you openly. They operate in subtle ways, undermining your ideas, questioning your decisions, minimizing your achievements, and offering support that is just enough to keep you near, but never enough to help you grow. They disguise jealousy as concern, disguise competition as advice, and disguise sabotage as mistakes. And if you are not mindful, their influence can drain your energy and dim your potential before you realize what is happening. Growth forces you to confront these dynamics. It forces you to detach from people who are threatened by your evolution. It forces you to look at relationships not through the lens of history, but through the lens of honesty. Just because someone has been in your life for years does not mean they have been good for your life. Time does not equal loyalty. Smiles do not equal love. Proximity does not equal partnership. You must learn to evaluate the presence of people based on how they contribute to your peace, your progress, and your purpose. When life elevates you, it also exposes you. It exposes your strength, but it also exposes the motives of those who surround you. Some will rise with you because they have the capacity to grow. Others will fall away because they only understood the old version of you, and you must allow that separation without guilt. You are not responsible for shrinking yourself so someone else can feel comfortable. You are not responsible for dimming your light so someone else can feel seen. You are not responsible for staying broken so someone else does not have to confront their own healing. The more you step into who you truly are, the clearer it becomes who truly belongs in your life. You begin to value alignment over attachment, truth over tradition, authenticity over familiarity. You learn to stand firm in your identity, even if standing firm means standing alone for a while. That loneliness is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the cleansing of your circle, the refining of your environment, and the strengthening of your foundation so that when the right people arrive, you are no longer surrounded by those who pretended to care, but quietly hoped you never discovered your own power.